What's going on, guys? Welcome to a video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another special video. Today, we are going to take on maybe an impossible task, and that is to turn a second-generation player, a Nepo baby, into a player better than his father, and that is Brenden Rice. We are going to take Brenden Rice and turn him from a bona fide scrub, he can't play, to better than his father, Jerry Rice. And that's a tall order because we all know Jerry Rice is the goat of all goats when it comes to wide receiver. He's got all these records that probably will never be broken, probably never even get close to being broken. But we want to turn Brenden Rice, his son, his own flesh and blood, better than him. We want to turn him into a better receiver than Jerry Rice. Is it an impossible task? That's what this video is here to do. Here to find out. So let's get into it. If you're going to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe channel, join the Juice Club. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so if you want to help me get that mark, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the Juice Club, and let's go see if we can turn Brenden Rice into a better receiver than his father. So here we are in the main menu for this Brenden Rice transformation video. We're on the 49ers because I thought it would be fitting. I know that Brenden Rice isn't on the 49ers in real life, but I thought it would be fitting to put him on here because that's where his dad, Jerry, played. But here he is. Brenden Rice is on the 49ers. He currently starts at a 68 overall at 23 years old out of USC. The good thing about this is he's 23 years old. So we have a lot of time to work with him and get him the progression that he needs to go and put on the type of performances that Jerry Rice did. So Brenden Rice, I'm very excited about. I don't know why the button delay is like crazy right now. It's I'm pressing a button and then it's like a half a second later it's working. It's not like instant, which is super weird. But these are his starting stats. He's a very mid receiver. He's not very fast. He's faster than I would think he would be, but he's got pretty average route running, pretty average catching. He's just pretty average. He's a 68 overall for a reason, and he's a normal dev player. So we need to figure out the best ways possible to put him into the stratosphere as some of the best receivers in the NFL. The thing that I'm thinking about, and this is just the regular 49ers roster everywhere else, though. The only thing I added was Rice to the team. But what I think I'm going to do is I've already put him in the slot receiver role for season 1 so that he can hopefully simulate very well and get some big time stats. But I'm also thinking, do we go Bengal playbook to get Brenden Rice a chance at a bunch of yards? That's the one thing that I'm thinking of. Because we have somewhat, I mean, I know he's only 23, but we have a limited amount of time with Brenden Rice to get some of the records and to get some of the stats that his father had. If we go to career stats over here, or not career stats, if we go to record book, is what I wanted to go to. If we go to the record book, if we go to career numbers, Jerry Rice has 22,895 receiving yards and 197 touchdowns, and he has 1,500 catches. These are some of the records that we're trying to catch and eclipse in Brenden Rice's career. Is it even possible? I don't know. I'm going to try to put him in the best situation. He also has 5 touchdown catches in a game, Jerry Rice does. It'd be kind of cool if we broke that one as well. But we're trying to make Jerry Rice irrelevant by his son. And putting the Bengal playbook on might be the best thing possible. I'm just debating whether or not I do that in year number 2 or if I do it in year number 1. I may give it 1 year just to see. Excuse me. I may just give it 1 year just to see how he does in the slot, how many level ups he gets. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it 1 year. We'll simulate with the regular 49er offense and see how he does, how much he progresses, if he progresses at all. And then in year number 2, we will change the playbook if it's not working out that well, and then try to get him force feed him as many stats as possible, just to try to get his numbers. I am in control of the Niners only for the team. I'm not like I don't have any control of like the free agent signings, trading, contract negotiations, anything like that. It's all on auto for that. So the Niners can do whatever they want for all of that stuff to build the team. Because we're not trying to win. Well, I guess we are trying to win championships because Jerry Rice has got a lot of championships as well. But we're not. That's not like the main goal. We're just trying to make him a guy that has a lot of stats. He starts out with A clean slate. These are his career stats. Zeros across the board. So we will know by the end of this video what kind of career numbers he's had because uh we don't have to do like math to figure out what he did in real life versus what he did in the video. He's a clean slate. Zeros across the board. So let's simulate year number 1 and figure out just how good this 49er offense is for a slot receiver, and then we'll adjust from there and see what we can do and figure out if we need to change the playbooks and just put Brenden Rice in the best spot. So I'll see you at the end of year number 1 with the results from season 1. Okay, so we finished the first year, and the team didn't do very well. I'm excited to see how Brenden Rice did, but the team misses the playoffs at what 9-8 is what we finished. Brock Purdy had a good amount of yards. I'm okay with that. McCaffrey did really well. Brenden Rice had 842 yards and 15 touchdowns. Well, that's a good start for his touchdown record, for Jerry Rice's touchdown record. Okay, 60 catches is going to have to be a lot more than that. But once he becomes the number 1 receiver, it'll definitely help out. But less than 1,000 yards is not really what I was hoping for in his first season. I was kind of hoping he'd achieve 1,000 yards. But the main thing is going to be, is that going to be enough? 15 touchdowns, is that going to be enough to get him star dev immediately? That would be super helpful if it was. Super, super helpful if he was able to get star dev immediately. Because then we could just skyrocket him to the moon with all this stuff. So here we are. It's a Packers and Ravens Super Bowl. And if we go to the lineup, Brenden Rice does not have superstar dev. He doesn't have star dev. But he is up to a 79. Okay. We can work with that. He started as a 68. So Brenden Rice is developing after 1 year pretty well. He's up 11 overall after 1 year. I'll take that. I'll take it for sure. That's a huge number. We just need to... He's almost higher overall than Ricky Pearsall. He's almost ready to become the number 2 receiver. He's almost ready to become the number 1 receiver. So we're going to simulate the offseason because we don't really need to do anything. Everything's on auto, so the team will re-sign players. They'll sign free agents, all that kind of stuff. All we care about is what Brenden Rice does, so we can get through as many seasons as possible. The upgrade players here. Does Brenden Rice get any more upgrade points? No, it's probably just going to be all... Yeah, it's just all practice squad players. So we'll get out of that. We can take a look and see if Brenden Rice won any awards. I doubt he did because he's not a rookie technically, so... He did not win any awards, but the Ravens win the Super Bowl. Cam Scatterbo won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Giants had a pretty good year. Orlando Robinson won Offensive Player of the Year as well. So let's get to season number 2, because we don't have to worry about negotiations or the draft or anything like that. The team will take care of all of that. We just need to get to the preseason and get to the regular season, really, and see where Brenden Rice is in terms of the rest of the team. I'm very curious, because I think I'm going to stay... in the 49er playbook. Although, do we just move it to the Bengal playbook? Because we know the Bengal playbook puts up crazy quarterback numbers, but it also puts up crazy wide receiver numbers because the quarterback's got to throw it to somebody. So, I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm not sure what I want to do with the playbooks. All right, we've made it to the preseason. If we take a look at the roster... If I could get to it, actually. I don't know why the button delay is so bad right now. It's like lagging for some reason. All right, so let's generate the best lineup for the team. So now, Brenden Rice actually got passed up by Juwan Jennings. Well, that's not going to be acceptable. Brenden Rice is 79 overall. I'm actually going to make him the number 2 receiver over Ricky Pearsall because we care about him a lot. And then we're going to make sure that he is the slot receiver for another season. And I think I'm going to stay in the Niner playbook for 1 more year just to see if that is going to be good enough to get the job done. Hopefully it is. If he still has a sub 1,000 yard season in the slot and in the number 2 receiver spot, then we'll have to start adjusting so that he can get as many yards as possible. But if he has a big season in the slot, then we'll stay with it. But for right now, we're probably just going to stay with what we are with the 49er offense. Even though it didn't win us any Super Bowls this year, it didn't even make the playoffs, we should still be good. Okay, so to start year number two, we'll just go make sure everything is still the same after the preseason. So starting at year number two, he's a 79 overall to start. This team's not very good. The offensive line got really bad. But he's a 24-year-old, 79 overall player. His ratings are a lot better than they were before. And I think he's only going to get better. If he can just get star dev, we will be in a much better situation. What did his player rank say? Where did he rank in terms of wide receivers? I didn't notice that. He is ranked number 73. Didn't he start like 200 and something? He was like in the 200s for wide receivers in the NFL. Now he's at the top 80. That's huge. So year number two is about to be underway. We will simulate the season, figure out if Brenden Rice does better in the slot this year. He had like 840 yards and 15 touchdowns. I'm hoping he has a 1,000-yard season this year because we really need that if we want to catch his dad. Let's simulate the year and figure out where he's after 2 seasons of sim. Year two's done. The Niners actually made the playoffs this year. They made the wild card 11-6, so that's good, I guess, for possible Super Bowl championship. I guess that's a nice start. But if we go over to the stats, how did Brenden Rice do for year number two? He actually led the team. This is better. Now, it's not great because it's only 1,000 yards, and he's really only at about 1,900 yards total, maybe 2,000 in his total career. But at least he's leading the team now, which is good. 10 touchdowns is good. We're on the right track. We just need those numbers to get bumped up a little bit more. You just need to see him a little bit heftier. If we go to the career receiving numbers, he's now third in career receiving numbers. He's got 1,900 yards and 25 touchdowns. He just needs more opportunity to be the number one guy. And I think he'll get there, especially if he continues to level up and grow and all that kind of stuff. As of right now, he is... What overall is he at right now? He is a 81 overall. He's playing up to an 85, but he's an 81 overall right now. He's catching Brandon Ayuk. The slot spot is doing a good job for him. Are we going to be able to make the Super Bowl this year? I doubt it. I bet we lose right here. I would guess. And we do. Yeah, that's usually how Madden works. So we don't make the Super Bowl. We don't even make the divisional round of the playoffs. But that's really not what we're here to do. We're here to find out if Star Dev is on the table for Brenden Rice after 2 seasons. Please tell me it is, because he needs it. He needs it. It's a Lions-Chargers Super Bowl, but if we go in here, do we see a dev trade increase for Brenden? Please. It's still normal dev. I may have to go in and do some training with him, like some training camp stuff, or some weekly training to get him a higher, or to get him a chance at a dev trade increase, because right now, just naturally, it's not really doing the thing, and it's kind of annoying because he should be going up. So he's an 81 overall. He's still normal dev. I'm kind of annoyed right now, but I think we're gonna stay. This is the biggest question that I have to answer every single season. Do we stay in the same playbook or do we change? I'm not 100% sure what I want to do, because we know the Bengal playbook is going to go crazy. At least it should. The Chargers won the Super Bowl, by the way, so Justin Herbert gets the monkey off his back, but we don't win any awards. Kendrick Bourne won Offensive Player of the Year in the Saints. It's kind of insane. We don't win any awards. Do we change the playbooks? That is the biggest question I'm trying to figure out here. That is the biggest question that I am trying to figure out. Do we go to Bengal playbook? I mean, we don't have to just necessarily go to Bengal playbook. I know I've been saying that is the only option, but we can go to other playbooks. We can go to the Falcons playbook. We can go to the Bills playbook or the Charger playbook or whatever playbook we do. I just know for a fact the Bengal playbook does crazy for quarterback numbers, and the receivers tend to go crazy as well. So I think Brenden Rice is at a point in his career where he's a high enough overall that he would get used a lot in the Bengal playbook. I'd like to think that he would, at least. So I think maybe we take a year and we experiment. Maybe we use year number 3 as an experiment to see if he's going to go crazy in the Bengal offense. And that's not the right one that I wanted to go to. That's auto subs. That's not what I wanted. I want team schemes. Okay, so we are in the right scheme, or at least now we will be when we're at 80%. 90% is good there. All right, so let's see if we can get this into Bengal offense. We'll stay in the San Francisco defense because that doesn't really matter that much. But we will, and we'll use the preseason as a little bit of a test to see if he's going to get used a lot. I know it's not a great example, but he has a chance to get used. So we do this, and where is Brenden Rice? Did he leave the Niners? Did they not sign him? Oh no. Okay. We got to figure out where Brenden Rice is. First off, is he in free agency? Did they just cut him? Brenden Rice, where are you? He's not here because he's an 81 overall. Did he sign with a new team? Where did you go, Brenden? Wide receiver. Brenden Rice, where are you? Where are you? I didn't know you were going to leave me. Where is Brenden Rice? Where is Brenden Rice? There he is. Where is Brenden Rice? What team is he on? He's on the Patriots now. Okay. He signed a big contract with New England. I guess we just roll with it? Sure. I mean, do we put him back on the Niners? Or do we just let him... If we go by this, he's the second best receiver on the Patriots. He's got Drake May as his quarterback, which is kind of insane. I think we just let him roll. We'll switch over to New England. We will retire and create a new character. We'll let go control of the 49ers, and we'll just I was planning on keeping him on the Niners the whole time, but I guess I didn't even realize about his contract going away. It didn't even register for me. So we will keep control of this. Everything is on auto. So I guess I should just keep an eye on the contract. So everything's good. We'll take control of the Patriots and see if Brenden Rice can do the thing, I guess. I wasn't expecting him to leave, that's for sure. I was not expecting him to leave. They got Travis Kelce. Oh my God, Travis Kelce in a Patriot uniform just made me almost throw up a little bit. That was crazy. But I do still want to change the scheme to the Bengal offense, especially with Drake May in it. Oh my God, Drake May as the Joe Burrow option would kind of go insane. So let's make sure that we have the right offense. There we go. We got the Zach Taylor Bengal offense. But now that we're in New England, I don't know if this is going to change anything or not, but let's adjust the lineup. Brenden Rice is right there. He's going to pass Demario Douglas. No disrespect to you, Demario. And then he's also in the slot. I didn't have to put him there. He's just in the slot. Okay, so now we find out how he does in the the Patriots team with the Bengal offense. I didn't expect him to leave. Let me take a look at what his contract is so I can kind of keep an eye on it. If we go to team salaries and then to wide receivers, he signed a 3-year deal. So we have 3 years in New England. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Do I want to put him in training camp? I probably should, shouldn't I? So I'm going to go and do all this stuff. We're going to try to get Brenden Rice better than his father, but at this point, it's looking a little bit rough unless we skyrocket to X Factor pretty soon. All right, so first year in New England for Brenden Rice, we made the playoffs again, which is good, and my camera's covering it, but Brenden Rice had 1,500 yards and finished second in receiving in the entire NFL behind his teammate, Kayshon Boutte. 5,400 yards for Drake May in the Bengal offense is really good. And Kayshon Boutte had 1,544 with 9 touchdowns, 1,543 and 10 touchdowns for Brenden Rice. And then Demario Douglas. So 3 1,000-yard receivers is pretty solid. And Brenden Rice, I'm glad, did the best technically out of all of them. He was 1 yard behind Boutte. So Brenden Rice is looking good. After 3 seasons of development, he's doing pretty well. I know it's early to take a look at his career stats. We did it earlier last season. But he's right now at 3,400 yards and 35 touchdowns. He's a long way away. He's a long, long, long way away. Just for context, Jerry Rice is at 22,895 and 197 and 1,549 for catches. So long way away from his dad. But it's a slow process. But now a couple of years in the Bengal playbook might give him a chance to catch. Might give him a chance to keep up. We could also switch to the Rams playbook. I've seen that go crazy for like Puka Nacua at times in different sims. So the Rams playbook is a possibility. Brenden Rice, I don't think is going to have the postseason success that his father had because he's made the playoffs twice in his career so far, and he's lost both times in the wild card. Now it's not his fault, mostly not his fault, but he's not having the playoff success that his father had. Good thing that's not fully what we're trying to do. We're just trying to get him to catch those records, which also may be impossible. But I'm now excited that the Bengal playbook has given me a rejuvenated chance, and he gets an upgrade point. He's now a true 87 once we upgrade him right here. A true 87 overall. I'm really hoping that this is the year he goes to Star Dev. And it is. Right there you can see it. Star Dev naturally because of the season that he had. Did he win? Maybe he won best receiver or something, or maybe he might have just went up and got it. But that is absolutely massive. Brenden Rice has now achieved a higher dev trait. He's the #1 receiver on this Patriot roster. If we go to progression history, his ratings are looking really good. I know the morale boost is helping it look good, but just naturally they are looking good. He was the NFL reception leader, which is awesome. And his dev trait went up, as you can see right there, plus star dev. So he wins an award, NFL receptions leader. Okay, this is a good start. This is a good start. We are 3 years in, and he's already up to star dev. If we keep going on this path, maybe we will break Jerry Rice's records. It's possible. But we got 2 more seasons in New England unless they re-sign him, which is always possible. Let's go see if maybe he won Offensive Player of the Year. That'd be pretty sick as well. Because that could get him like up to Superstar Dev if he did that, I think. It's always possible. The Chargers go back-to-back Super Bowl champions. That Charger offense might be kind of crazy. I'm just so happy that Brenden Rice is developing. He's actually turned into a really, really good receiver. He did not win Offensive Player of the Year. Wan'Dale Robinson won Offensive Player of the Year. Dion Henley wins MVP. Okay, so no Offensive Player of the Year. What did he do? He's in the NFC. That's right. I was gonna say I was trying to find out what the numbers were for Wan'Dale Robinson, but he's in the NFC, so I can't figure that out. All right, so let's get to season number 4, and we can figure out where Brenden Rice is going to go. Having star dev is super massive, and now he's the #1 receiver on the Patriots. We're going to stay in the Bengal playbook for another season at least. Hopefully Drake May continues to put up over 5,000 yards. Hopefully he throws a lot of those yards to Brenden Rice because we also need the catch record, or at least we need to get more catches. It's working, though. I can see the vision. I can see the vision for Brenden Rice. I can tell that it's working. I'll do the training camp again because it seemed to get him some good upgrades last time I did it. So here we go. At the start of season number 4 for Brenden Rice, he is the #1 receiver, 87 true overall on the Patriots. Star dev now. I would assume he's going to get some good upgrades now because that star dev is going to go crazy. So I'm going to go through to the training camp and then see at the end of the season. And I'm hoping that he has another 1,000+ yard season. I'm hoping closer to what he did this year with 1,500, maybe even close to 1,700. That'd be sick, but we'll find out. Okay, so I was doing the training in the training camp as I told you I would, and Brenden Rice gets 2 skill points, 3,000 XP, and Superstar Dev, so he's going into his year 26 season as a Superstar Dev instead of a Star Dev player. I thought I'd bring you back in to show you that because that is absolutely massive. Before the season even begins, before we even start simulating, we now have Superstar Dev Brenden Rice at just 26 years old. It could not be going any better, really, unless he would have got Superstar Dev at the beginning of his career when we first started. But this is about as on track as you can be. Another year of no playoffs for Brenden Rice, but that's okay because I'm hoping he did well in the receiving numbers. That's really all we care about. 5,200 yards and 40 touchdowns for Drake May. That's pretty good. Did that go to Rice? It did. 1,400 yards and 8 touchdowns. Demario Douglas with 20 touchdowns. Crazy. But 1,400 yards and 8 touchdowns is a decent season for Brenden Rice. I almost don't want to switch out of the Bengal playbook because we know that Brenden Rice is getting fed a lot, but I also kind of want to try out the Rams. I kind of want to try out the Rams playbook because Puka Nacua be going crazy sometimes in Sim, and Brenden Rice now being the #1 receiver would be in the Puka Nacua spot, so I kind of want to try out the Rams playbook for maybe a season. It is going to be a Jaguars-Eagles Super Bowl, by the way. And with Brenden Rice being superstar dev, this is huge. We continue to grow Brenden Rice into a great player. He's one of the better wide receivers in football now. I think he's over a 90 overall. He's got to be, right? He's got to be over a 90 overall. If we go to the adjust the lineup and check him out, oh, what do we got? What are we working with? We are working with still superstar dev, which is what he got in the training camp I showed you. But he is a 91 deep threat wide receiver. The morale's taking him up to a 93. I mean, his speed, unfortunately, is probably not going to get any better, but his catching, his route running, his deep route running is a true 99. His release is a 95. He is the number 20 ranked receiver in football. I'd say this is working pretty well. We just if this was any other challenge other than to try to catch his father, we'd be successful. It's just trying to catch what Jerry Rice did, and he did it in real life, not even in a video game. Trying to catch what Jerry Rice did is so insanely difficult. To think that Jerry Rice did that as an actual human being in real life against real life people, and then we're trying to do this in a video game and it's not going well. Well, it is going well, but it's not going as well as it could be going. It could be going even more amazing. But I think I am going to switch to the Rams playbook for this season. I want to know if the Rams playbook is a better, not only simulation for Brenden Rice, but also for the team. Maybe the Rams playbook will help us win a Super Bowl as a team and not just try to get some stats. Because we know the Bengal offense is not, or the Bengal offensive playbook does not really help you win a championship. It just gets you good quarterback receiver numbers. But they must have drafted this Cole Ware dude. He seems to be pretty good. But I want to know if the Puka Nacua role is going to help Brenden Rice go even further beyond what he's already doing. So we're going to find the LA Rams offense, and we are going to put the Patriots in that for this season and see if that is a better situation than the Bengal offense. If it's not, then we can just go back to the Bengal offense. It would kind of suck to lose a year of development, possibly. But I do think the Rams offense is going to help out Brenden Rice. So after all that's been set, Brenden Rice is a true 91 overall player with superstar dev. He's the best player receiver-wise on this Patriot offense. X Factor would kind of go crazy. I'm going to go and do the training camp again for him, and maybe this time we can get up to X Factor. If it happens, I'll bring you back in, but if not, I'll see you at the end of the year. For the first time in Brenden Rice's career, he is a 1 seed on a team. The Patriots went 12-5 and got the 1 seed in the AFC, so it seems like the Rams playbook did okay there. But how did he do individually? So Drake May's numbers go down a little bit, 4,300 yards, 41 touchdowns. But how did he do? He did 841 and 3. Ugh, okay. Oh, okay, that's not great. I'll admit. Demario Douglas kind of dominated. That's kind of ugly, actually. That's kind of ugly. I don't like that at all, really. So Rams playbook kind of sold right there. Brenden Rice is at 5,700 yards and 46 touchdowns with the 479 catches. Okay. We may have to go back to Bengal playbook and just forego all of the team accomplishments and just try to pound out as many yards as possible with Rice. Because having under 1,000 yards this deep into his career is not something I really want. We do make it to the AFC Championship. So for the first time in his career, he will play in an AFC title game, or in a championship game, because he was in the NFC earlier. And we will lose? Did we win that game? I don't know if we won that game or not. Let's get to, I'm assuming we lost. But let's get to the Super Bowl and find out. I don't know. Okay, we did lose. I thought we lost. And look at that. Of course they're going to rub it in my face with Jordan Whittington winning Offensive Player of the Year. Are we not in the right playbook? Are we not in the Rams playbook? Did it not go too well? I need to see what playbook the Rams are running. Are they running the Rams offense? Or did they get a new coach that's running something else? If we go to Rams, they are running Rams offense and Rams defense. So why does Jordan Whittington get offense player there, but my guy gets no catches? My guy gets 800 yards we're definitely going to have to go back to Bengal offense. Bengal offense is where it needs to be. We had 2 seasons where we had like 1,500 yards. So that is what we need to be. That is the most success that we can have. It gives us the best chance for success. So that is where we will go back to. But let's just take a look and see. I'm assuming there's not going to be any. That's not what I wanted to click on. I'm assuming there's not going to be any dev trade increase because he had 800 yards. So I wouldn't think he'd go up to X Factor. And he does not. He's a 92 overall. He's the highest receiver on the team, highest overall receiver on the team. But this Patriots team has no money. And I'm pretty sure he's in a contract year, is he not? I'm pretty sure he is. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out if Brenden Rice gets re-signed by the Patriots or not, because I think his contract is up this year. Was this the third season he was on the Patriots? Or was it the second season? I can't remember now. I've lost track, but we'll figure out if he's on a new team. We'll just join that new team and then pick the Bengal playbook. But I'm a little bit annoyed that he only got 800 yards. That really hurts the development, especially because he's going to be, what, 28 this year? It's not looking great. Not looking great to catch him. Okay, so is Brenden Rice still on the Patriots? Let's just upgrade these guys real quick. Is Brenden Rice still a Patriot, or did he get signed somewhere else? He is still a Patriot. Okay. Is this the last year of his deal? Hold on. I gotta go back. We gotta fix the Patriot roster here. I have the lineups on on auto, I think. Maybe I don't. Oh, they're okay. This Patriots team's gonna be bad. They have a horrible right side of the offensive line. They're gonna struggle. Let's take a look at contracts and see if Brenden Rice is on the last year of his deal or did he get re-signed. So Brenden Rice, he signed a new contract. The Patriots re-signed him. Okay, so he's on a 5-year contract. He's entering his first season on that contract. All right, that's good to know. So he's gonna be a Patriot for a while. He's going to be a Patriot for a while, which is good for me because that means that I can just be the Patriots for a while and not have to worry about, well, where did Brenden Rice go somewhere else? I don't know. So I'm going to go to the training camp again. Maybe we pop an X Factor. Maybe we don't. If not, I got to remember to switch. Hold on. Before I do that, I don't want to forget. Let's switch back the scheme to the Bengal offense so that we can have our best chance to get Brenden Rice a bunch of yards. So there we go there. We hopefully will have this about as good as we can. We need this to go crazy. He needs to have another 1,600 yard season. I'll see at the end of the year and figure out if that's actually true or not. Another season done for Brenden Rice and another season where they missed the playoffs. Drake May had 5,000 yards. Where did Brenden Rice fit into that? That is the big question. Brenden Rice finishes with 1,300 yards and 8 touchdowns. That's a little bit better than 800 yards. I wish it was more than that, but you know what? If we can just keep getting consistent numbers like that, and maybe one season randomly where he gets like 1,900 yards or something, that'd be pretty sick. But another season where he's back over 1,000. If we go to the career stats, he's still going to be a long way away, but I just want to keep refreshing you. He is now at 7,100 yards and 54 touchdowns. I don't think he's going to catch his father in receiving yards. Receiving touchdowns is going to be close. I don't think he's going to catch him at all. I don't think he's going to catch him at all. We're doing fine. This is a great career for somebody. It's just, Jerry Rice is on a different level, dog. Jerry Rice is on a different level than anybody in the history of anything. So we're doing well. We're not doing as well as we need to be doing to catch Rice. It's a Charger-Giants Super Bowl. The Chargers are kind of going insane. They're kind of going insane in this little simulation that we're doing. I think this is going to be their third Super Bowl appearance. It may even be their third Super Bowl win if they win it. No, the Giants get it done. We don't have to worry about the Patriots, or we don't have to worry about Brenden Rice going anywhere because he signed a 5-year extension with the Patriots, so we can just stay here. It does look like somebody's retiring, though. Jackson Dart is the Super Bowl MVP. Drake May wins MVP of the league. Ricky Pearsall, playing for the Titans now, is Offensive Player of the Year. And I think Cam Ward is still there. Michael Wenyu got on the Vikings somehow, I guess because they probably paid Brenden Rice too much and they didn't have enough money to pay Michael Wenyu. But this Patriots team needs to get some wins. And they need to keep feeding Brenden Rice. Keep feeding Brenden Rice. I want him to get to 10,000 yards But then after that, he still needs 1,200 or 12,000 more yards after that. Good God, it's never going to happen. Oh, it's never going to happen, is it? He's not going to get close. He needs 1,500 catches. He needs like, what was it? How many touchdowns did Jerry have? I don't remember now. Oh God, it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Now, I didn't see if he progressed to be X Factor. That'd be really helpful if he did. Let's take a quick peek before we end this little section here. Did he progress to an X Factor? He did not. He is still Superstar Dev at 95 overall. He's a true 95 overall player. He's so good, but he just isn't getting the numbers he needs because Jerry Rice is so crazy. He's 29 now. He's getting close to the point where he's going to start to regress, but he's a top 10 receiver in the league. His stats are ungodly. He's such a good receiver at this point in his career, but he just is. I mean, he's getting some good numbers. He's just not getting the best numbers possible. If he could have like back-to-back 2,000-yard season, that would help him, but it wouldn't even get him close, really. Okay, so I'm going to go do training camp again like I've been doing, and then we'll simulate the season. Hopefully he has another 13 to 1,500-yard year, and we can go from there. Patriots made the playoffs this year, 11-6, make the wild card round. But how did Brenden Rice do? I can see right there that he finished with 1,500 yards. My camera might be blocking it, but 1,500 yards for Brenden Rice again is good. A really good season from Drake May, by the way. That might get him MVP. But 15-24, 13 touchdowns, 136 more catches. It's a slow grind, but we're running out of time with Brenden. We are running out of time with Brenden Rice. He is, I think, about to be 30 years old within the next year or two. He might already be there. I don't think he is 30. He might be 29, but he's very close to 30. And we will win the wild card round against the Jaguars. 31-3 is kind of crazy. Is this the year? Is this the year that Brenden Rice actually gets to play in a Super Bowl? Or do we get bumped by the Bengals? We get bumped by the Bengals. I don't think that Brenden Rice is going to have any Super Bowl wins, but that's okay. Because he's also not going to get any closer to Jerry Rice's stats. Oh, man. But a 1,500-yard season could warrant a superstar upgrade, a superstar X Factor upgrade. It's possible. I could see it. It would be reasonable if that happened. The Broncos and the Giants are in the Super Bowl. Patriots at least have a little bit of money now. Drake May continues to upgrade, but he's basically fully upgraded. We can't do anything with Drake May anymore. He's fully upgraded. Did Brenden Rice surpass X Factor? Did he go to it? He did. Brenden Rice is now an X Factor wide receiver on this roster. That is massive. That is actually massive. He's about to get an upgrade point, by the way. He's really close. So he's probably going to be a 97, true 97 overall player. But this is massive. Him being an X Factor gives him that last little bit of a chance to have a good end of his career. He's 29. He's going to be 30 when we get to the season. He's got Yak 'em Up. I don't really think Yak 'em Up. I don't think any of these really matter that much when it's in Sim. I don't think they matter. I don't know, actually, if they do or not. But having him finally be an X Factor is huge. So him and Travion's developed like crazy, which is cool to see. Kayshon Boutte's a superstar def player, but that's massive. Having Brenden Rice be a true X Factor is huge. He's going to get enough experience to go up to a true 97 overall. If we could somehow get him... Hey, remember, he started at a 68 overall. Now, it has been like, what, 8 seasons now or something like that? So it hasn't been a quick journey to get to X Factor, but he started at a 68 overall normal dev player when we first started this video, and now he's a 96 overall, so he's flipped the two numbers, and he is about to be a 97, and he is an X Factor. Bo Nix wins the Super Bowl and MVP. Joe Burrow gets MVP of the league, but nothing that pertains to us for Brenden Rice. Okay, so let's get through another off-season. We know Brenden Rice is going to stay around because he's still signed to that contract, but this is getting a little bit crazy that we're getting into his age 30 season. I don't know how much longer he's going to go. I guess he could go pretty far. I'm not really sure. And I know I didn't want to click the draft. Oh, Oh, I did not mean to do that. Now I gotta sit here and simulate through it. I didn't mean to go into this. All right, we'll end the draft. Let's hope that we can continue to get Brenden Rice. Now that he's got X Factor, we don't have to worry about anything. We've already done the hard part, which is get him X Factor. Now we have to do what we have to do to get him up to a 99 and get him as many stats as possible. We just got to get him as many stats as physically possible. I'm going to keep doing training camp until he reaches a 99. And then once we do that, then I probably won't do training camp anymore because what's the point? It doesn't help us get any stats. So doing the training camp was only to get him up to X Factor and to get his overall higher. But once he achieves a full 99 X Factor, then we don't have to worry about that anymore. So let's hope that this season goes well for Brenden. He has another 1,500-yard season. He's a 96 overall X Factor. We're going to do training camp. I would assume he's going to get 2. If I can get gold, he's going to get 2 XP points plus just regular XP because he was pretty close to going up to a 97 naturally. So there's a world where he could be 99 after training camp. But I'm going to simulate this season. He's now 30 years old. How long is he going to go? I don't know. But hopefully he goes long enough to get Jerry Rice's records, but that's probably not going to happen. Another year missing the playoffs for Brenden Rice, but how did he do individually? It looks like the offense in general just took a step back because Drake May has under 5,000 yards. So that's not a good sign. It's a little worrying. 1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns, 120 catches. I mean, that's good. I'm okay with that, but it's just, he's 30 years old at this point. He is 30 years old. He's going to be 31. Brenden Rice is scaring me. He's scaring me. He's up to 10,000 yards, 857 catches, and 77 touchdowns. These are great career numbers. Like these are fantastic career numbers for somebody like Brenden Rice. But it's not anywhere close to Jerry, man. Why did your dad have to be so good, Brenden? Oh my God, Jerry has 12,000 more than you. What was Jerry doing back in the day, man? That cocaine was pure. 77 touchdowns, man. 77 touchdowns. That's a lot of touchdowns. But it's just not enough. Okay, another season down. We will find out if Brenden can get there. Should I switch playbooks? But at this point, I'm so worried. We know that we're consistently going to get 13 to 15 to 1,600 yards with the Bengal offense. But if I switch now to a different playbook, then we waste a year if it doesn't go well, when we can't really afford to waste any more years at this point. He's 31, or he's going to be 31. So we can't really afford to waste any more years messing around with possible playbook changes. So I think we just kind of have to stick it out with what we have. I'm so annoyed by Jerry Rice is what I'm annoyed by, because he's just so good that even in a video game with a busted playbook like the Bengals, you can't catch. Lamar Jackson's retiring. That's how deep into this we are. Lamar Jackson is retiring from play. That is how deep into this sim that we are, and yet Brenden Rice is still 12,000 yards away from his father. He is a 98 overall, true 98, X Factor 31-year-old wide receiver. His ratings are fantastic. He's the number 3 receiver in football. So he's a top 3 receiver in the league. We've done that. But we're just not anywhere close to catching his father. It's so frustrating. It is so frustrating to be like, this is a good career. Brenden Rice has had a fantastic career. He's probably going to go down as one of the better receivers in football from this era, but he's not anywhere close to his father, man. How many more years is he going to go? That's the question. That's the big question. He's already 31. Does he go to 35, 36? I don't know, man. I don't even know. It's just frustrating. I'm going to still be here simulating his seasons and figuring out how he does, but it's not looking very promising, I'll tell you that much. I will tell you that much. I will do one more year of training camp because that's going to guarantee that he gets a true 99 overall. But after that, then I'm probably done. So, I mean, we got to get there. We got to get to Jerry Rice. It is so difficult, though. It is so difficult to catch Jerry. He's so good. Look at these numbers, man. 22,000 yards, 197 touchdown catches, 1,500 regular catches. I mean, good God. He's not even in any of these. Jerry Rice or Brenden Rice didn't even break any of these records. Jackson Dart broke the touchdown record in a game, which is pretty crazy. I don't know where to go, man. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it or not, but we are going to keep on grinding and hoping that we can get there. I will see you at the end of this season, hopefully with some more good news. Well, some more progress on the news we already have. Okay, so I wanted to bring you back in because I just did the training camp and I got 2 skill points for Brenden Rice. I used one, but I've reached the point where I don't have enough skill points to purchase this bucket. We've reached the point of no return with Brenden Rice. He can no longer get any more upgrades. He will stay at a 98 overall, which is really weird. You'd think that he wouldn't be able to, but as you can see, I'm pressing through all of them. I cannot upgrade him at all. Not enough skill points to purchase any of the buckets, which is weird, but Brenden Rice is a 98 forever now, or until he regresses, but he will stay at a 98. I can't do anything more. I've yet to simulate the season, obviously, because I just did the training camp, but I was hoping to get to a 99 so it would just look better, but I guess I can't do that. So we will simulate the season now. Brenden Rice is as upgraded as he's ever going to be. Now all we can focus on is the stats. Another year down, Brenden Rice makes the playoffs again, and he actually led the league in receiving yards, 1696. Drake May has a bounce back year, 5,500 yards, 46 touchdowns. Brenden Rice, 137 catches, 1696, and 12 touchdowns. Logan Parrish from Oklahoma had more touchdowns than Brenden Rice, but it's another great season. It's just not. It's not what we need. We needed these seasons to have like 2,200 yards a year, basically, is what we need to do. It's not really going over very well. He's almost to 1,000 catches, so he will get that by the end of his career, which is pretty good. 1,186 or 11,800 yards, 89 touchdowns. I mean, he's doing good in terms of all the NFL. He's up there. He's top 5 or he's top 10 really, because T. Higgins is up there. Then you've got Puka, who's on the Raiders now. You've got Parker Washington, who goes crazy for some reason during these sims. George Pickens, Wan'Dale Robinson, who's won a couple Offensive Player of the Years, and then Brenden Rice. He's up there with the best of them, but he's not gonna catch his dad, and that's annoying because his dad did it in real life. This is a video game. His dad did it in real life with real human beings, and this is a video game. And I can't catch him. I can't do it. And it's annoying. We beat the Broncos in the wild card round. Now we play the Ravens in the divisional. Can Brenden Rice at least get to a Super Bowl? He hasn't played in one yet. He's only played in one AFC championship. He will get to an AFC championship. A second AFC championship for Brenden Rice. He lost to, I think it was the Steelers a few years ago in the AFC title game. Can they play in the Super Bowl? I don't think they did. I can't. I guess I should always skip from the AFC Championship to the Super Bowl, not to skip to the Pro Bowl, because I can't see who won the games until we get to the Super Bowl. Oh, Brenden Rice will play for a Super Bowl. The Patriots are in the Super Bowl. Drake May won the MVP. It flashed really quickly right there. Right there, you can see Drake May wins MVP. It's a Patriot-Panther rematch from all the way back in, what was that, 2003? Something like that? 2004? Whatever it was. Patriots are in the Super Bowl, and they lost. No, so Brenden Rice can't even say that he won a championship. Ah, at least he played in one. At least he played in one, but he can't say that he has a ring now. His father has, what, 4? Oh, that's annoying. Panthers beat the Patriots for their first ever Super Bowl. Drake May wins MVP of the league. Parker Washington Player of the Year. But we don't care about all that. We care about Brenden Rice, and he didn't get anything done. So a little bit frustrating. But this was the best season by far that he led the league in receiving with 1,600 yards. He got to a Super Bowl, but he just couldn't get it done. The Patriots couldn't get it done. They could not win one for him. And now he's entering his, I think, his age 32 season. Ugh, man. What is going to happen with Brenden Rice? What is going to happen with Brenden Rice, man? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not going to catch his father, that's for sure. All right, so headed into the season, Patriots coming off of a Super Bowl appearance. He is still the highest rated receiver on the team. He's now the highest overall player on the team because Drake May is starting to regress a little bit. So he is now the highest overall player on the team, at least on offense. Yeah, because Gonzalez has dropped down to a 96. So he is the highest. So Brenden Rice is the highest overall player on this entire Patriots roster. He needs to pass Jerry, but he's just not gonna, and it's so frustrating. We'll simulate another season. At this point, we're gonna keep going until he retires. Another season down, but this time we win the #1 seed in the AFC and go to the divisional round as the home team, hosting the playoffs. The playoffs go through Gillette Stadium, Foxborough, Massachusetts, and New England. Jerry Rice's kid, Brenden Rice, still trying to get to where his father was. And Drake May had a good season. 1,500 yards and 9 touchdowns. The touchdown number being so low is what frustrates me because he's still not even at 1,000 touchdowns. Or I don't know where he's at. He's over 1,000 receptions at least. He's just he's not doing it where I need him to do it. Come on, Brenden. I believe in you. I believe in you. He's got 1,100 catches, 13,000 yards, 98 touchdowns. He's not even at 100 touchdown catches yet. All right, Brenden. Just keep playing. Just keep playing more. You can do this, Brenden. Just don't retire. Don't retire, Brenden Rice, please. For the love of God, do not retire or I will cry. We've gone this far, Brenden. Don't retire. Don't retire. All right, is he playing in the Super Bowl? He is. The Patriots are back in the Super Bowl. So back-to-back years, the Patriots play for a Super Bowl. It seems like Drake May is establishing himself as a good player. But can they win this year? They lost last year to somebody. I don't remember who. But they lost last year. Can they win this year? Please give Jerry Rice or give Brenden Rice a championship, and they don't do it. They lose by 1. Brenden Rice is not ever going to win anything. Drake May wins another MVP. Good for him, I guess. My God. Brenden Rice just can't get lucky, can he? He just can't win a championship. I don't know what else to do with this man. I know we're not trying to win like team awards or anything, but I'd actually like him to have some rings, some hardware to look at. That'd be really nice, wouldn't it? But he just can't do it. And it's so annoying. At least he's played in a couple of Super Bowls. That's more than some people can ever say in their career. He just also can't say that he's won one. He's got to be, is he 32 or 33? I don't remember at this point. We'll take a look as we get to the season. But we're in the year 2035. We're getting a little crazy. Most of our favorite players are retiring. Drake May's still going. We'll see if he ever ends up retiring. He's been a Patriot his whole career. I am curious to see what the contract situation for Brenden Rice is at this point, because we've got to be towards the end of that 5-year contract, right? So if we go to team salaries, Brenden Rice, they've actually drafted pretty well. A 28-year-old, 98 overall tight end. Cole Ware, we've been familiar with for a little bit now. Where's Brenden Rice at? Brenden Rice is no longer a New England Patriot. Oh. Okay. So his contract must have been up? Ooh, things just got interesting. Brenden Rice is no longer a New England Patriot. So where is he? He didn't retire, did he? Oh my God. Did Brenden Rice retire? Are we done just like that? Brenden, you can't tell me you retired. Brenden, Brenden, do not tell me what I think is true right now. No, Brenden Rice is in the Hall of Fame. I mean, congratulations, we made him a Hall of Famer. But Brenden Rice is retired. Oh, Brenden, no, why? You were 32 or 33. You had more years. Your father played till he was like 40. No, Brenden, it's over. It's over for Bozo. Wow, I can't believe it. I can't even click in to see his career numbers or anything like that because I didn't think he was going to retire. We know that he finished. I think. Well, we know what his career numbers were because we finished that final. That we just looked at his career numbers this past season, and we saw what he was doing. Drake May, by the way, has 51,000 yards, which is still a lot behind Tom Brady. But this isn't about Drake May. Oh, I can't believe he retired, bro. You had more in you. I know you did. I know you had more in you, and he can't pass Jerry Rice on anything. Oh, Brenden, no, why? Why, Brenden? Why did you do these things? Drake May set the single season passing record with 55.99, so that's cool. But Brenden Rice has nothing. I mean, it's basically like he never existed because he doesn't have any career records. He doesn't have any game records. He doesn't have anything. He is a Hall of Famer. He doesn't win any Super Bowls. Oh, Brenden. I think we would have gotten at least the receptions record if he would have played 2 more seasons. I think we could have got maybe 3 more seasons. He was close. Ah, that's so frustrating. I think Brenden could have went more. But the video's over now. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. Brenden Rice retired. So we are done. The fact that Brenden Rice retired before Mike Vrabel retired is crazy. Oh, he made it to the 2034 season. I can't look at any of his stats now because he doesn't exist anymore. He's retired. He's basically just evaporated into the abyss. But Brenden Rice has officially retired. He's a Hall of Fame receiver, but he doesn't come close to the stuff. If I go in here, we might be able to figure this out though. If I go into save recent gameplay and I save the last I don't know, like 30 minutes or something, we may be able to find his final numbers. So if I just go to the end, let's see, where are we at here for his final numbers? Did we look at his final numbers? I think we did. We had to have, right? I must have passed it here. There's the stats. Did we ever look at your final numbers, Brenden? Okay, we did. We looked at his final numbers. So here we go. Let me, can I make this full screen? How do I make this full screen? Where I'm at? 24, 23? Okay. So let's just click on, I don't know how to make it full screen. I don't know why it's not making it full screen for me. There we go. Okay, I just went into the wrong thing. So we'll just go to 24, 23 because that's where we found his stats. And we'll just take a look. 24, 23. Okay, here we go. So his final numbers, he finishes with 1,100 catches, 1,122 catches to be exact, 13,348 yards, and 98 touchdowns in his career. I think that we could have, within the next couple of years, we could have gotten the catch record from Jerry. The yards record would have been tough, because if he would have averaged like 1,600 yards, 1,500 yards the next 3 seasons, he would have gotten close. Oh, Brenden, why'd you retire? You were still so young. The touchdown record would have been hard because he was averaging like 8 to 10 touchdowns a game. So that would have been, or touchdowns a season. That would have been pretty tough to catch the 197 that Jerry had. But, Brenden, why? Why'd you retire, man? There was so much left to do. You could have done it. I believed you could have done it. You were getting there. But these are his official numbers that he will finish with. And that will be the end of the video. We could not get Brenden Rice to pass his father. We did make him a Hall of Fame receiver, and we made him one of the better receivers of the modern era, and we made him A 98 overall. Technically, we made him a 99, but I couldn't purchase that final skill point for the bucket, apparently. But we know that we made him a 99. X Factor receiver. He went from a 69 to a 99 or 98. Just insane. Just absolutely insane. But that is going to do it for the video. Man, if there's any other Nepo babies you want to see me simulate their career and see if I can make them better than what their father did, then let me know. I've actually got a pretty decent idea of one other player that I want to do, but we'll save that for another video. So let me know down below in the comments if you have any other suggestions for other players you want to see me take along this journey with, like Brenden Rice. But that's going to do it for me. If you enjoyed, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel for more, join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.